Good morning, everyone. Wow, it's 10:10 on the clock. I didn't notice that. I hope you're all doing well. I have two twin flame reads for you, one that was done for yesterday and the other one was done last night for today. So let's go ahead and take a deep breath. Oh, by the way, let's take a deep breath first. Sending lots of love and blessings out to you all. So first thing I wanted to bring up is that last night, between last night and this morning, over and over and over again, Jesus kept streaming into me from Jesus Christ Superstar. For all you know, this wine could be my blood. For all you care, this bread could be my body. I'm trying to think of the tune. This is my blood you drink. This is my body you eat. If you could remember me when you eat and drink. So it was a very important message about prayer, to remember to bring God in and bless your food and your water, everything you eat and drink. And then right after that was going into try not to get worried, try not to turn on to problems that upset you. Oh, don't you know everything's all right? Yes, everything's fine, and it's cool and the ointment's sweet for the fire in your head and feet. Close your eyes and relax, think of nothing tonight. So those were the messages coming in over and over and over again last night and this morning. Now this is the read in front of you is the read I did last night for today, and that I'll do second. They're both important, so if you ever don't have time, for the full session that I bring in, make sure at least to watch the beginning of of each one, because I always bring in my messages and guidance for each read at the beginning of each read. So I'll try to remember to mark the time of the second read as well today. So take a deep breath again. This is the SIRIAN Starseed deck main read for the read I'm going to do first. That was for the 11th yesterday. This is the full read for that read. Okay. And then the read that's in front of you is this read. Okay. And then the full read in front of you for the second read for the 12th is here. Okay. Okay. So I was doing I'm painting my daughter's room because she doesn't live here anymore, and it needed it. But it's difficult for me to paint because my body still gets achy, which I still need to heal. I've done a lot of healing on my body, but it still needs more healing, especially my spine. Because when I do work like that, like I did 4 hours of painting work, and I meant to start doing some more work again yesterday after taking 1 day break, and I still didn't do the work yesterday, and it may have just been other reasons, but it's been 2 days now, and I really need to focus and get some of that work done today. It's hard for me to do any of that work first thing in the morning because my back is still stiff. I'm much more able to do that kind of work later on in the day. But then, of course, our energy levels start lowering. So it's a real balance for me to get these different things done. So I just wanted to bring that up. And this first read, I cut the SIRIAN Starseed deck at 7:02 p.m. Not yesterday, but the night before, because I've been doing them the night before the day. So this was done the night of the 10th for the 11th, and the one in front of you was done the night of the 11th for the 12th. But this first one was cut and dealt at 7:02, which is the Chariot and the High Priestess. And then at 7:11, which 11 is Justice, as I'm clarifying, the 2 of Cha came up, so the Cha-Cha dance comes up here, and also Even of Flame. So here's that balance energy coming in again of the transmutation dance, but also the drama in your life, and to remember to even everything out. And again, the Cha-Cha is that balance as well. You know, it's like the juggler. And then at 7:20, which is very similar energy to 7:02, True Love came up. And 7 is the Chariot, 20 is the Judgment card. And I finished clarifying this first read at 7:27, which 27 is the Ace of Wands, that new passion. The major arcana in this read were the Star, the Chariot, and the Starseed. After the read, the guidance came up. For those of you not familiar, this is a 7-deck read. There's a lot of energy on the table. So if something doesn't resonate with you, don't force it to fit. This is for the twin flame, so it's covering both the masculine and the feminine within both the masculine and the feminine. After the read was the guidance card, which is like the Hierophant. And then we had the King of Swords, King of Pentacles in the read, as well as after the read, the Page of Pentacles came up, and before the read, the Knight of Cups, the Queen of Pentacles, and the King of Cups all came up. The code line and the numbers for this read were all about communication and adventure. But here, communication and advertising were coming up big time, right? The messages that we receive from the world. There were 777s here, as well as double 9s and double 8s. Double 9s were more important here than the 8s. The compassion, the endings, the self-love. The 777s of the otherworldliness, the meditation, the divine timing, all of that. The 7 is that number of the otherworldliness. It's the calm before the storm, the number of saints and psychologists. You know, it's much more of the mind-heart connection and the compassion that we're focusing on right now. And 79 is actually the pot of gold at the end of the rainbow. So the other numbers coming up here are 251, which is the High Priestess and the King of Swords, or the Knight of Wands and the Magician. The 88, of course, is the 2 twins within their embodiment, dancing between masculine and feminine and dancing side by side. The 99 of Compassion, the 3 of the Empress, 37 of the King of Cups, 789, which represents the 5D, right? 1, 2, 3 is the 4D, 4, 5, 6, the 4D, and then 7, 8, 9, the 5D, and then again 10, 11, 12 would be the 6D. So that was coming up, very focused on the 5D and meditation. And then 23 of the King of Wands, 35 of the 8 of Wands, 67 of the Knight of Pentacles, 78 of the 10 of Pentacles, and then 89 for me is the Phi energy, the reflection of the human body temperature, 98 degrees. So either being out, it's not being at the center, it's going out, so too hot or too cold, and then the need to come back to center again. So regarding communication and adventure, this code line was all about, and after death has been coming up almost every day. And, you know, we're going through the death of Pisces, right? Because we're that 20, however much time, the 26,000 year cycle, what it is exactly, I don't know exactly. But that cycle is ending from Pisces going into Aquarius, and that has to do with the conjunctions going on around the 21st, as well as the solar flash that's coming in, and the solstice. Yeah, and just the templating of the twins of the Jesus and Mary Magdalene after death energy of the rising from the cross. The expansion energy coming up here as well. The after death expansion and contraction, that Phi energy. Remember, Sophia is so Phi, right? Phi is so Phi, Sophia. And A at the end is that human embodiment of source, and then the connection to another. So after death expansion and contraction, say no in a show of power as the collective. The mother's support key, flash of light to self, the hermit, which also can be the collective consciousness and the wise old man. The 3 then of the Empress and Gaia, Mother Earth. The 1 of 2, the pair. The I estimate or consider or measure here a farmhouse ranch or the month of March perhaps. Small talk, fish, meat, snake, table, titmouse, crush, river come up here, as well as the torpedo boat, the male, the human, after the fact, to nag, can't decide without the other half, or the empress's nag, or her farmhouse or ranch, the star's sap, or the essence of life, the star seed, at the height of communication and advertising, or the adventure of unication and endurance. So interesting acronyms were coming up for this read. So after death, to kill. So it's saying to die and die and die again. After death, to kill, to die. The fart comes up with that definition as well. To long for, intently fixated on a house perhaps, or expansion. To appear as he, or mute, or dumb. The support key in the flash of light, the hermit. And the three, the Empress and Gaia, at the farmhouse or ranch, to consider, to nag after the fact, or the collective consciousness and Gaia are a pair. The star's sap, the life essence, is the star's seed at the height of communication and adventure. Perhaps also energy was coming up here after death, expansion of the phi energy, to expand and contract, to have sex and heal, to mess around in the flash of light, and also the dragon or sled, a support key in the flash of light coming in, the hermit and the dragon. That could be magenta pixie too, because one of my visions was the dragon with magenta's face on the dragon. So perhaps she has a message for you. Dragon or sled, and here we are winter, so sledding might be good here for you too, but being a support key in the flash of light, the time period around the 21st, the hermit with the empress, one of two at the ranch. The star's essence is the star seed in a heart transplant. All right, so it's like getting a new heart. That's the light coming in. It's like a heart transplant for the star seeds. Very interesting. All right, so we started this read with the King of Swords upright, the 8th at 8:13, 8 being the strength card, 13 being the transition or death or end card, the transformation. With the King of Swords upright, beneath that was the Knight of Cups upright, the 5 of Pentacles reversed, the Queen of Pentacles reversed, the 9 of Cups upright, and the King of Cups reversed. So the King of Swords is upright after the Knight of Cups offers love, recovering or letting back in the Queen of Pentacles reversed, satisfied with the King of Cups reversed. So King of Swords focused on the Queen of Pentacles reversed, and she's satisfied or focused on the King of Cups reversed. The Knight of Cups no longer in exile in the Mary Magdalene cave. The Queen of Pentacles reversed, happy alone with the King of Cups reversed and the King of Swords upright. The King of Swords dumping emotional attachments to spending or to a dependent. Perhaps an attachment to loss of power, money, or independence, or a financial drain, needing the courage to implement a plan or get past female having more money or more to spend than the male. That's a wound for the male. Or the King of Swords, and that can go both ways, but it's specifically coming up that way right now. Or the King of Swords letting go of people, places, and things that are weak, or as he deems as weak, and spend too much on learning, or the King of Swords letting go of people, places, and things that are weak, and people who spend too much or are leeching off of him. The home is coming up here on vacation, or kids, or in the sun. Destined, Knight of Wands upright, passionately moving, right? Saving, grounding, keeping money away from bad influences, in need of strength, defenseless to hanging out with the Page of Swords, or no excuse for hanging out and spreading the word, or doesn't need or no longer needs to defend themselves about anything they do. We have Leo upright, Libra upright, Sagittarius upright, Leo reversed, Capricorn or Pisces both upright as well. The snake in the fields or grass, at the farmhouse or ranch, seeing new perspectives, no need for lucky charms, but may need a plumber
stepping up to the plate, taking a swing, or lucky strikes, but 3 and you're out. Or a safe house with basement and no need to excuse self or apologize for revealing self. An announcement out of divine lovers and the Queen of Swords speaking the truth about alignment and getting your ducks in a row. Organizing or working on projects, or benched with lots of fabric or materials to work with, or just the fabric of life. And sexual energy between them, a molehill, not a mountain, passion coming up here, and beneath it very soon, healing, forgiving, the magician manifesting, and hangry with barmaid or trophy wife, hanging out with evil empress. And that was a confirmation. Hanging out with evil empress and hostage between them, he inspecting the merchandise while she gives the orders. The Page of Wands reversed is frustrated and hangry between the evil empress and hostage negotiations. She with snake and tying his hands or arms back, the flame planted at the tree, always there, and magician about to make mincemeat out of someone or chopped liver. And it's so weird about the planted tree because I was just feeling back into some pets I lost. And a hamster that I had with my daughter, we buried outside the front, but there were different bushes when I buried the hamster out there, and now the hamster would be buried under the blueberry bush. So that's coming up, and pet deaths and the wounds around your pet deaths, that it was your fault that someone died or you weren't able to heal them. Those kind of wounds were coming up for me today. Nature is 74. And 74 is the 6 of Pentacles, that perfect balance, which nature is. And then the relationship change beneath that, 56, is the 2 of Swords, being in your knowing about nature and balance. Or the Page of Wands reverse, grounded by very angry parents, or post-op frustrations, perhaps after surgery, not being able to do what you want to do every day. At 844, which is strength, and the 44 of the 4 of Cups, the grounding and integrating and mastering of love. Rumors, spying, lying, or a mouthy kid, keeping cards close to your chest, and the Knight of Wands upright, that passionate movement energy, in a losing battle and a breakup, or no affection, getting over loss or regret, the past as well, without options, or there's only one way out. Or kids no longer fighting, but there's no affection either, getting over loss, regret, and the past, and unable to implement a new path yet, or needing to clean up a mess from the kids, or a breakup, or from the Page of Swords reversed Gemini, without option, the King of Swords and the Page of Swords, perhaps a father and child, working to align with the Page of Wands reversed, with natural frustrations, or the King of Swords stepping up to get their ducks in a row, and allow nature then to take its course. So allow the wounds to come up, and then feel into them to try to get back to the entry wound, and then allow nature to take its course is the process here. 850 is the strength, and the 10 of Cups, the emotional fulfillment, or the happy ending. The recent past here is the 3 of Pentacles reversed, with issues or financial issues or getting along at work, or third party, and the King of Pentacles faces the enemy or war within. Now, the King of Pentacles is very important here. He's a major player in both reads today. In the first read, he's in the center card, and then in the read in front of you, he's the underlying energy. So you see how all the energy shifts back once it's been played out. So the King of Pentacles faces the enemy or his own war within, or hires someone or a bodyguard to present the truth, or force the wounded warrior reversed their surrender, or the Knight of Wands to surrender, or the King of Pentacles and the Knight of Wands are joining forces to surround the wounded warrior reversed and force their surrender. The Knight of Wands is rushing back in an upturn, or upswing, or destined, or Sagittarius Libra getting their wish, or now happy with themselves. The 6 of Cups, kids, twins, or sliding into home from the 4D bridge or the banister, satisfied with the Hermit reversed and the Emperor reversed, even though they're both reversed here, or getting control over a crazy old man, or Emperor coming out about stepping down, and the King of Pentacles perhaps taking over for him, unless the King of Pentacles is who the Emperor turns into once he steps down off of that throne of being the quote-unquote Emperor. The King of Pentacles doesn't want to fight, but here's the truth, whether you like it or not. Someone's really happy here, perhaps because the schools are out for the holidays. The foundation here is the Seven of Swords reversed, no passing downloads or no risky business in healing or a heated exchange with the Page of Swords taking a swing. So again, here could be a King of Swords and a Page of Swords. You know, they're like each other. So for the adult, it's difficult to take because the Page of Swords is mirroring him very strongly because they're very much alike. Issues at work with social distancing, bad influences, and third parties or antisocial people. Feeling of failure under the radar or need of attention without any options, or feeling like that anyway. Or the King of Swords is playing ball with the Page of Swords upright, or playing hardball with their child, the Page of Swords. Or the Page of Swords can also just be a message that's come in. The central energy at the heart of the matter is the King of Pentacles, again, which is that strong leader. It's that earth quality. He's the last element or last suit of the tarot. Because he has mastered all four suits, he is able to manifest. He is one who takes care of other people, takes responsibility without feeling the burden of that responsibility. He actually enjoys taking that responsibility on. He's also a good stable family man as well. You know, he's very well rounded. The King of Pentacles is pleased with cycle done. The world complete with seal divine feminine, defenseless to energies of no peace, or no longer patient, or no peace with fallen angel or Sagittarius reversed, or just done with kids' excuses, Pisces upright, Sagittarius reversed, perhaps about not sleeping, or their excuses are not sleeping well, or they're just not going to bed early enough. Or the King of Pentacles is awakening and coming out about attacks, energy, losing temper, and feeling ganged up upon. The challenge being here is the star or stardom, healing in dreams, or healers, or dreamers, or having your dreams come true, or an Aquarius, or being the rock star with bodyguard, grounding and integrating offers of love from injustice, or Libra reversed, or corrupt judge. Or the King of Swords with nightmares of death and dying, the dark night and never-ending story, or worried about Scorpio reversed, and or Capricorn reversed, or detoxing, or doing shadow work. Capricorn reversed, Scorpio reversed, Libra reversed, all here to challenge, or a challenge due to Aquarius or star. No more sleazy or casual sex, or sex in the chair, or perhaps lap dances. The Ten of Pentacles reversed, getting rid of the red couch and mirror, or the painting above the couch, the lovers with third party peeking in with big love in attempt to rescue. The Knight of Wands rescuing the Queen of Swords from home on swing, having sex, no longer patient, or lost their temper, or couldn't wait any longer to end the nightmare, with the Page of Pentacles reversed, unable to get something or a project off the ground, or dealing with a child with learning disabilities, or a child, or even an adult child who never learns their lesson, or can end up being an opportunist at 916, which is the Hermit and the Tower. So the Hermit and the Tower, okay, that is the epiphany energy, right? Because he's going within and he's wise, and the Tower is an epiphany, an explosion, an eruption, some kind of sudden event. So now is the Eight of Pentacles, working with crystal energy and being very present in it, or working on a gift, post-war debt, or inequity, with big love and no option, coming out in a bold move to manifest big time, no more being tackled or bullied. Bully's another wound that's been coming up this week. Holding on to new information about disconnection or breakup, or not seeing eye to eye, or at a distance, not face to face. Defenseless to unwanted advances, or no big love at work anymore. Married, religion, or establishment, or Taurus giving orders to the King of Cups reversed and the Queen of Cups upright. Perhaps a pain in the butt, romantic tie present in a losing battle with the King of Wands upright, aroused and encouraging them. The King of Wands with the Page of Cups upright on his side, or the King of Wands sticking up for the Page of Cups to the King and Queen of Cups. The King of Cups is reversed, the Queen of Cups is upright here. There's a lot about the Cups family here, because it came up in the second read as well. or offering to take the Page of Cups so that the King and Queen of Cups can work things out, while the Knight of Wands and the Queen of Swords are home losing patience with painful Page of Pentacles reversed. You know, the student with issues or the project they can't get off the ground. And soon as the Seven of Pentacles, the Divine Feminine's heart in the E Tower, like Rapunzel in the E Tower, healing, shining, dumping a load, burden, or responsibility, or confessing to the Empress upright and the Judge reversed, or Libra's dysfunctional family, business, or community, or loss, and the Empress juggling or performing to rise above a secret being out, or that secret passion, or to awaken others in need of using their intuition to end the battle between the Queen of Wands upright and the Page of Pentacles reversed, or teacher and student who just doesn't get it. So maybe it's a bad match, right? The teacher and student that don't learn from each other. Aroused in surrender, the Wounded Warrior reversed Wounded Warrior reversed Queen of Pentacles reversed Taurus, or a female someone could be having an affair with their student, or the Page of Pentacles reversed is aroused by the surrender of the Queen of Pentacles reversed, which could be their mother, or these could be a woman with a much younger person fooling around. But these can be siblings, mother and child, or like I said, the least likely is the older woman with a very much younger person. The Queen of Pentacles reversed could be a Taurus and or an Aries, or a Taurus and their parents here. Empress upright and Emperor reversed could be the Queen of Cups upright and the King of Cups reversed, or Aquarius or Taurus is the Aquarius or Taurus is the Aquarius and Libra. So it's saying, going back to the two, the Emperor and the Empress could be the King and Queen of Cups, or those two energies could be the Aquarius, or Taurus is the Aquarius, and Libra dumped a load or spent a load of family or business or community money on the Empress, knowing it will just come back to her. So it looks like a feminine energy spent a lot of money on the Empress because she knows that she'll inherit from the Empress. So it looks like it's her mother or mother-in-law, whatever it is, or the grandmother. It makes her look good that she's spending so much on this other person, but she's only doing it because she knows that money or energy or whatever, those things will come back to her. She'll inherit them. I was just getting and you shall inherit the earth. Anyway, it may be someone giving to make themselves look good. The twin flames are the Nine of Pentacles reversed. That's the way they're seeing themselves here. Single and free to spend as they please away from the disaster area or after sudden explosion, eruption, or epiphany, sharing or settling out with kids or on vacation or just in the sun, exposing all, offering the Ace of Pentacles to release prisoner or hostage. But the Knight of Pentacles reversed is getting in the way or bailing them out, or the Knight of Pentacles reversed is being offered a job, a loan, or payoff, or a new life. Scorpio reversed and Leo upright here. Getting to know each other, getting to know you, getting to know all about you. So that was coming up. Keep an open mind and flirt. But also past life relationships and true love, this is a romance of a lifetime, also came up for the twins. Around the twin flames are how they are seen as the Chariot upright, boldly getting over loss, regret, and the past, with the Queen of Pentacles reversed, soulmates connecting in love and innocence. The Knight of Cups upright and offering love to the Page of Wands reversed, and the blocks for the twins is the Starseeds, the fresh start, the big downloads after ending a battle or flirtation with the Queen of Wands upright and that Page of Pentacles reversed, the student. There's some kind of unhealthy relationship between the Queen of Wands and the Page of Pentacles reversed that is a mismatch that's like the big download after ending this battle or flirtation between these two energies, then comes the fresh start. So the block is regarding the fresh start, perhaps because you don't see these two as matching, and that can be an outside perspective as well, not the actual truth. Perhaps Pisces reversed here too at 10:01, which again is a reflection of each other, the 10 of the Wheel of Fortune, the 1 of the Magician. Communication and adventure comes up here, but even more so for the twins is completion, right? We're coming full circle here this month. The Page of Cups upright, unable to verbalize feelings to the Divine Feminine in the 5D world. So how to express or convey what they feel to her or out in the world at 10:03, which is the Wheel of Fortune and the Empress. Defenseless to drama of coming clean or about or to the Emperor reversed, walking away from all he's built, the Star or Aquarius, or healing, separation, and walking away from home, recovering from exile at night, or as Aquarius or Star abandons home, the Divine Feminine is allowed back in at night, or at the eclipse or Cancer, now recovering. Walking away or taking a hike, sharing or settling out with the Hierophant, religion, establishment, Taurus, and guidance in a breakup or disconnect, or at a distance from the Page of Pentacles reversed, in need of help, money, or opportunity, or a project that can't get up off the ground, with happy ending or family, with the Knight of Swords rushing in to hang out and be wise, or see new perspectives, or show them new perspectives. After a sudden event and the injustice with issues at work, the Magician's manifesting with the Hierophant or guidance system, Scorpio reversed, Libra reversed, Gemini or Virgo upright, and Taurus upright here. The Queen of Cups is upright with the King of Swords upright. So cups are water signs, King of Swords is air signs, and then the King of Pentacles is upright too, of all the earth signs. So here we have 3 different elements and suits, and they're all 3 uprights, like 3 coming together in really positive energy. The Queen of Cups, King of Swords, King of Pentacles. Or the King of Pentacles is the Emperor reverse stepping down from Emperor, or the King of Pentacles is now stepping up in charge in place of the Emperor, or facing their worst fears of arrest or a sting operation to arrest the wounded warrior reversed who they were trying to get to surrender before, or turning self or someone else in, right? Doing the right thing, not living in a lie to cover for someone else, knowing that that is their wound and their responsibility at 10:16, which is the Wheel of Fortune and the Tower of the 16. The King of Swords is no longer passing downloads or laundering or doing laundry, or now playing hardball with dependence or a financial drain and or the car, or coming clean about buying a new car, or a trip to get away from the issues at work with the King of Pentacles, and challenged by fame, healing, dreaming, or the healer or dream girl, and the rock star or Aquarius, and the Divine Feminine implementing a plan to come out of the E-Tower for a fresh new start or a big download, and working with crystal light, defenseless to the energies coming in, walking away to share or settle out with guidance, counselor, perhaps of the Page of Pentacles reversed. The King of Swords upright with issues at work and no options, no more risky business with the King of Pentacles, and challenged by rock star, fame, healing, dreaming, or Aquarius, and King of Pentacles working with crystal, aligning or getting their ducks in a row. Defenseless, dependent, or financial drain, or a big purchase, the Divine Feminine spending to fix up and get out, the Chariot, move, travel, or ascend in a fresh start without the need to defend their decisions or self to anyone. Walking away to share and give guidance to the Page of Pentacles needing inspiration to pique their curiosity, to get a new start, a project or relationship off the ground again at 10:25. And that can just be children too who are going through a hard time with something, whether it's something very serious or just their own emotional issues. 10:25 is the Wheel of Fortune, and the 25. I'm just cracking up because I'm watching. There's a guy the 2 people who don't look familiar to me at all, And the man is guiding the other person in the car to park, and it could be someone learning how to drive, and they're not able to park right at all, and they're getting really irritated. It's so funny. All right. So getting this project or relationship off the ground at 10:25, the Wheel of Fortune and the Knight of Wands. And that was this first read. And the movie I watched that night was called Fierce. All right, so getting to the read now. What time is it? 35:16, which is the Wounded Warrior in the Tower. All right, so that's a major event at 10:45 on my clock, which is a turn for the better with something about grieving something out. All right, so this is the read for today that I did last night for 12/12/2020. The SIRIAN Starseed deck was cut at 8:26. 8 is strength, 26 is the Page of Wands, and 26 would be written that way, 26/8 in numerology. At 8:35, 35 being the Wounded Warrior again, which just came up. Action came up. So it brings up the election sometimes when I see the action. But you can look up ECT, see what it brings up for you, because ion is always the connection with that. So ECT. I'm just seeing if it brings up anything for me. And EC are my natural initials, actually, because my maiden name is Cope. So, and for me, T is code for toggling up, right? So that could be my guides saying to me to say to you to connect, to do your meditation now, to really connect. It's very important right now. I finished clarifying this read at 8:48, when 48 being the Eight of Cups, walking away with him. And the major arcana for this read were Solar Deity right in the middle of the read, upright, the Sun, the Higher Self, which is the challenge here, reversed, Shadow, which is the Devil, Reflection, which is the Hermit, and then before the read, the Tower and Luna or the Moon came up, and after the read, Indigo, which is the Magician, Guidance, which is the Hierophant, and the Wheel all came up after the read. We had 2 Pentacles, 2 Swords, 2 Cups, and 1 Wand, so very well distributed as far as energies, very balanced. And we had the King of Pentacles and the Knight of Cups come up in the read, and that was it for the court cards. The King of Pentacles again, but now he's in the underlying energy, and then the Knight of Cups above him in the recent past. We had triple 2s today, whereas yesterday was the triple 7s, did I just say? And then 55, which is the Excalibur, the Truth. The triple 2s always comes up around room 222, the guidance counselor, and getting guidance work, doing shadow work, perhaps one-on-one. We have the 1010 of the very high vibration. The 222, not only just 222 comes up, but also 2221. So 2s are big today. The 55, the 45 of the grieving, the 5 of cups, the 25 of the Knight of Wands, the 23 of the King of Wands, the 34 of the 8 of Wands. So there's a lot of fire energy here. The 58 of the 4 of Swords, the connection in 5D between the twins, the 1010 of that very high vibration, and the 810, which is 0 behind, or source backing up, the 81, which is universal, end of karma. The code line here was all about change and self-love, and the number here was 4, 2, equaling 6, which is literally the 42 of the 2 of Cups, but also the 6 of the Lovers. And by the way, not only did the code line numbers add up to like 2 of Cups and the Lovers, but the 2 of Cups and the Lovers never come up together. Well, guys, the end of the read with the Hermit here, 2 of Cups and Lovers, side by side, both upright. So it's a very significant read. The code line here, all about change and self-love. So remember in alchemy, the masculine energy is the triangle, about change. The feminine energy is about shape, right? More the circle. And here's self-love regarding shaping according to self-love. The message here, the key to bridge to the moral man, this is for the twins. The key to bridge the moral man, Trump may be coming up here for the children as well to toggle up. Key to bridge the moral man, one of 2, support the expansion and contraction, right? That phi energy, the one of two, because you always connected to each other, expanding and contracting out to the other, back to self. For the four, or the emperor, in the after-death test, or the good son, the solar DNA, the higher self twins, right? Because you are each other's higher self, expanding and contracting in television, the change. And you're going to notice a change due to self-love. Also, a land plot was coming up of the moral man, supports phi for night, key solar DNA, which is this flash of light coming in, changing your DNA, of the higher self twins, expand and contract, twin to twin, using their connection, not just their telepathy, but they're corded together. The television, so they always bring up television as just a funny name for it, right? But it's more than television. It's our actual direct connect. The change is self-love. I'm also getting someone maybe opening an inn, or just having a bed and breakfast, or just maybe even changing your house into just renting out a couple rooms, to have people come in and be like a healing inn. Just like Jesus at the inn. Also dough and pastry and tea coming up. Perhaps someone planning on serving pastries and tea and supporting the expansion and contraction of the emperor and the good sun. So it's talking about the sun up in the sky, but it also can reference the good sun, the child. The 4 nights of sun, so that references the flash of light. So it's referencing 4 nights. And then I was listening to Lori Ladd, and she was talking about the 20th being important, because that's when it was important for the light workers to be out there for others, because that would be the darkest night, right? The 20th to the 21st. So the 4 nights of sun may be the 21st, 22nd, 23rd, and 24th then, the days before Christmas. And then DNA of the higher self, of the twin-to-twin connection, the TV, the television between twin to twin, the change of the masculine and the self-love of the feminine, okay? And the change of the masculine through the self-love of the feminine. Very important messages here. The King of Pentacles, again, is the underlying energy here. Right here. Clarifiers on top with, I usually go, to anywhere from 2 to 5 cards down under the underlying energy to give you the backstory. And this, I started clarifying here at 9:14, which is the Hermit and the Temperance card, the higher love, the angels, and the wisdom, which is a very significant number, 9 and 14. The cards below the King of Pentacles here were the 10 of Wands reversed, going from the bottom up towards the King of Pentacles. Then the 8 of Cups. By the way, burping is a form of purging. So if you notice yourself doing that more than usual, you may be purging. 10 of Wands reversed, 8 of Cups upright, Tower reversed, 10 of Pentacles reversed, and then Luna reversed before the King of Pentacles upright. So dumping a load, a burden, responsibilities, or confessing and walking away after a sudden event with the 10 of Pentacles, family, business, or community, or a legacy, dysfunction or loss, and deception with the King of Pentacles. But he's upright here. It's like a falling out between the King of Pentacles and his family, business, or community. Walking away to avoid the 10 of Pentacles, family, business, or community, or up before dawn or at the new moon to see the King of Pentacles. The family may be trying to see him, but he doesn't want to see them. Or Cancer reversed between the 10 of Pentacles, family, business, or community, and the King of Pentacles. Perhaps walking away from the King of Cups upright, ending the suffering, holding their tongue, with the Queen of Wands looking the other way. The Knight of Swords is reversed, perhaps over the morning walk, and the Queen of Wands over the King of Cups. Grieving a broken car, perhaps. Page of Pentacles reversed, and a Page of Swords upright with the Knight of Pentacles upright, perhaps seeing synchronicities of the secret passion and needing to use their intuition, or taking a gamble that that's the right one. The Knight of Pentacles with an offering and bearing gifts, or looking at a farm or ranch, or a house with a view by the water, making an offer they hope she won't refuse. Grieving breakup down or in, or breaking through, of the Page of Pentacles reversed, And the Page of Swords upright. So it could be two kids not getting along, or not being able to get a project off the ground and putting out advertising or a message. Or this also can just be, the one who never learns their lesson and spreading the word, perhaps to get help to heal themselves, or in need of help in sending a specific message. This could be someone trying to write a note or a message and needing help with their writing or ideas. And the Knight of Pentacles, perhaps making a purchase with lots of options for secret passion or holiday shopping. Judgment announcement, wake-up call, or calling someone out. Issues at work in letting go a little bit to fix, repair, and make amends. With the Queen of Swords reversed, who may still be mad, or this could be an Aquarius, Pisces, or Virgo. Reconciliation, and beneath that was make an effort to reconcile. Or the King of Pentacles with his secret out, or calling third party through work to fix things with the Queen of Swords reversed. The Seven of Swords is upright here, needing to take a risk of expressing true feelings and desires, perhaps involving distant relatives and DNA with a thorn in it, or a flame in it, or right elbow issues, or that funny bone issue, right? Maybe nobody in the family has a sense of humor, or thinking about a passionate picnic, fantasizing about being the Hulk, perhaps half human and half bulked up and hairy. And that could be the Sasquatch race as well. And the Page of Cups, part innocent. So it's like someone fantasizing about being the Hulk, half human, half bulked up and hairy, but also part of them, the Page of Cups, very innocent and vulnerable and shy, not knowing what to say. And this is coming up like Quasimodo, How he wanted to kiss her and instead left her for dead, just to have a lock of hair. The turtle slow on the book of love. All right, so then the turtle came up for me this morning. And this regards your pets and dying, so the wounds around your pets dying and not being able to save them. Because I had a turtle named Jessie when I was very young. I don't know how old I was. Not really little, but I don't think I was 10. I might have been. But my brothers found a turtle on the side of the highway, either driving down to the shore or coming home from the shore. And they brought him home. And of course, I adopted him because I never had a pet. My parents wouldn't get a pet because my mother already had us 5 kids to deal with. So I was so excited to finally have a pet. And Jesse only survived, he had a little wound on his leg, and he only survived about 2 weeks. So of course, for a little girl who's trying to love someone, it's a big wound. But also when we were down the shore, I was holding Jesse, and I went to just be cute and put Jesse up to one of my brothers or my cousins' faces down the shore, and them being defensive, not blocked themselves and hit Jesse across the room, and he fell on his back on the floor, and it literally knocked the crap out of him. And there's that guilt wound of, that was my fault. Trying to form words. But anyway, pet wounds definitely coming up here, specifically about turtles perhaps. But going back to the read, the turtle slow on the book of love, trying to form words, but nothing seems to express how he feels. Oh, this is so funny. So Jesse, after Jesse died, my mother buried Jesse in the backyard in a shoebox. But she swears after the winter, she saw Jesse crawling around. So she thinks that he really had a rising, right? So did he just go into hibernation and he didn't really die? He hibernated and now he found his way, dug his way out of the ground? I don't know. But this is like the rising of the divine masculine, talking about the turtle. The turtle slow on the book of love, trying to form words, but nothing seems to express how he feels. Music is 32 here. 32 is the 6 of Wands, the journey, or the journeyman. And beneath that was health, 71, which is the 3 of Pentacles, the co-creation or the workplace. And then beneath that, I brought up another one here, which I don't usually, because all 3 cards were orange, a very much sacral chakra around today's reading. Leadership also came up, which is that 81 of the end of karma around the world. Health and leadership and music. taking a risk with music. And then I was getting, again, at night when all the world's asleep, the questions run so deep for such a simple man. So that was coming up. No peace at night, in a twist of fate, dumping multiple loads and emotional attachments to choosing a new path, making decisions, setting off fireworks, no longer waiting for the past to return. The deer in the headlights, the man on the run, after choosing direction or path, stuck at the Y in the road for a while, or chose 10 but still with 3 to go, or that was then and this is now, from 2 to 10 and back to 3, after the world upside down, but the Emperor seems unscathed by it all at 9:52, which is the Hermit and the Queen of Swords. So at 9:52, there's Libra reversed and Cancer upright, after Pisces reversed and Aries upright here. So there could be two different types of couples or energies here working things out. Libra reversed, Cancer upright, and Pisces reversed and Aries upright. Looking back, when they let the ship sail, the King of Pentacles with secret passion and the Queen of Swords reversed and Page of Cups with fears about love and music caused him to run away. Sovereign with the Ten of Pentacles, family, business, or community, dysfunction or loss, and the truth that hit home in knowing but keeping to themselves about hanging out in limbo. The Knight of Cups upright with love to give, the Hermit with light on it, stuck and insecure, or someone with Cancer, Moon, or Rising, in their knowing, and the Knight of Cups moving forward to offer love to the Page of Cups and the Queen of Cups, being present to the gift of the moment. The Knight of Swords reversed, holding their tongue, with the Queen of Cups upright and the Queen of Pentacles reversed, making an announcement or wake-up call to the Empress reversed. All right, so we have a Queen of Pentacles reversed, Empress reversed, Queen of Cups upright. The Knight of Swords is reversed, and then we just had the Knight of Cups going into the Page and Queen of Cups, which definitely looks like family. They could be siblings or a mother and sibling, or Knight of Cups could be a father as well. But in a wake-up call to the Empress reversed, or Taurus, Aquarius with Virgo or Cancer, Moon, or Rising, or perhaps Cancer, Moon, or Rising, lashing out at Queen of Wands, Taurus, Aquarius, with the Queen of Pentacles reversed and Queen of Cups upright, a different Queen of Cups perhaps around them, because it looks like sisters here, and the Queen of Cups with the Knight of Cups and Page of Cups, kids, or the Queen of Cups with the Knight and Page of Cups, also with the Queen of Pentacles reversed, sister, and ill mother, and calling to see if kids want to join them in visiting their ill mother, or having young friends come over and visit. The foundation here is the Five of Swords upright, growing up from the frog into the prince, the growth spurt, the grounding and integrating a message or loving offer to the Cancer Moon, or bored of getting up early. The Knight of Pentacles upright, getting someone else going, offering help or friendship, and then something much bigger to hang out. So it's like a small offer, and then the offer grows at 10:13, which is the Wheel of Fortune, and that transition or transformation, the end, the death. There's like a small offer, and actually this Knight in the flash read that I did yesterday, the Knight of Pentacles was corralling people, and this is the Knight of Pentacles doing that again, like bringing everyone together. This could be someone collecting money for someone as well, to offer them one big lump. So it's like offering help or friendship, the Knight of Pentacles, and then offering something much bigger, perhaps to hang out, or to someone who is hanging out in limbo. And this could be someone who's been through a major event, or this could be paying big for a session that you really want to have. The Knight of Pentacles corralling or brought a collection to the Hanged Man, someone who's bored and moody or depressed. And the central energy here is the solar deity, the sunshine, the vacation, the kids, Leo, or all exposed. Present to synchronicities, choices, gifts of heaven in their eyes at 10:26, which is the wheel and the Page of Wands. The heaven in their eyes of coming together. And the Emperor reversed, resting or or on break, dumping, overwhelmed, or purging, the Ten of Cups family ending or unhappiness, and challenged by the higher self reversed, with the secret passion or the secret out, or dumping a load with the King of Pentacles, or confessing, perhaps impatient in marriage, religion, establishment, or Sagittarius reversed and Taurus upright, King of Pentacles upright, and Queen of Pentacles reversed, grieving, secret passion with the Knight of Wands reversed, or Pisces or Virgo with Sagittarius reversed. A change or a clearing of the field for a parade or the journey, or a bodyguard to let them lead the way, or to get attention, or friends who got their back. The Two of Wands, perhaps a meal together, perhaps with the King of Cups, present to romantic tie, depressed yet happy with self. The Knight of Wands reversed player falls short, letting go to repair guilt or shame with new passion received from the Fool reversed, perhaps someone lacking faith or embarrassing themselves after a fight, a conflict or game. Now present is the Devil reversed, the detoxing, or Capricorn reversed, destined to end the battle, now that the worst is over, of the Ten of Pentacles, family, business or community, or legacy, dysfunction or loss. The Hierophant, who may be Taurus, and Magician, who may be Gemini or Virgo, and this could be a Queen of Pentacles here, who just has Taurus, Gemini, or Virgo in their chart, looking back, or like I said, Libra, Capricorn, done fighting with marriage, or Taurus, Virgo, Queen of Pentacles. The Capricorn reverse is inspecting every inch or nook and cranny, detoxing the red room, and I was getting red drum. That's so weird because that came up the other day. Inspecting every inch involving red room or red drum. The Ten of Pentacles. All right. Oh, what's the red drums from? The Shining. So here's the light coming in, the Shining. Right? It's lighting up all the dark creases and crevices. The Capricorn reverse inspects every inch, detoxing the red room. The Ten of Pentacles family couch, or the psychiatrist's couch. No more fantasy family with 5D world, or implementing a plan to break patterns at home. So it's like someone who's maybe was going to a psychologist or psychiatrist, now realizing I have to do the work myself. They're not going to get it. That could be as well. At 11:17, which is Justice and the Star, separation or aligning with the Divine Feminine's heartbreak, no longer fighting for the Divine Masculine to leave an all-business relationship nightmare, the King of Swords and the King of Pentacles detoxing, sharing, or settling out with depression, Aquarius reversed, and moving on to find peace, lovers out in the cold, together making out, no surprise here, and that could be just catching your kids making out with their boyfriend or girlfriend, but also with a new passion here, or perhaps seen as a fool. And that could be the twins out in the cold together, right? The lovers out in the cold with nothing, but they have each other. That energy is coming up for sure. The focus on this card is just the two kissing. Soon is the twin flames, sovereign, weak, feeling guilty about the Queen of Pentacles reversed, Taurus or marriage, religion or establishment. The sovereign needing the courage to come together with new passion, offered in confession by Libra reversed, done fighting, a losing battle, and now hanging a shingle over a gathering place of good cheer. 1 or 2 Libras and Leo reversed here. The twin flames are seeing themselves as the Four of Cups upright on an island to themselves, looking up at the stars, with the world or cycle complete, coming full circle, sealed Divine Feminine with the Page of Wands reversed or frustrated, choosing a new path after the fall, the Page of Pentacles reversed, perhaps struggling to get things off the ground, or an energetic exchange, expressing feelings and desires with the truth or about the truth, or the Divine Feminine and the world between the Page of Pentacles and the Page of Wands, both reversed, or that they feel like they're worlds apart. Finances and career, flirt, unrequited love, and retreat all came up here for the twin flames. The Page of Pentacles reversed, expressing true feelings, and the truth to the Page of Wands reversed, or perhaps this could be the Divine Feminine and the Divine Masculine, or this also could be it seems like how they are seen is coming up as more as the divine feminine, and what's around them or how they are seen is coming up as more as the divine masculine. So this could be more of the circumstances around the divine feminine. And this could be a lot of kids. The divine feminine may be working with children or her own children. But the Page of Pentacles reversed, expressing true feelings and truth, to the Page of Wands reversed, or divine feminine, or vice versa, around the twin flames, or how they are seen as the Five of Pentacles. But in this deck, it's very much the Hermit without the light in the Mary Magdalene cave, in exile, but in a higher energy above the group that they feel exiled from. Surrendering to the Wizard, but not happy about it, thinking they're a fool or a happy one, in the middle of the Wounded Warrior reversed in surrender, and the Fool reversed on the other side of them, lacking faith and engaging in foolish behavior. So again, here is the twin, the masculine or the feminine or both, being very happy with themselves in the middle, kind of impervious to all the foolish behavior around them, or those giving up, trying to break into their energy and not being able to, or just showing that the twins learning how not to put up boundaries and not allow lower energies into their space. So why should they be unhappy when they don't have to be? So the Page of Swords spreading the word, defenseless to energies or kids and sunshine, with the King of Wands reversed, or kids messaging the divine feminine on behalf of the King of Wands reversed, whether he knows it or not, or Scorpio reversed and Pisces upright, Aries reversed and Leo upright here. The King of Wands reversed perhaps has Aries or Leo in their chart, or the Page of Wands could be the same. The Page of Swords in charge of the Wounded Warrior's surrender, rendering them defenseless. Sunshine or kids to entertain them and make them happy, and the King of Wands reversed may be embarrassed by it all here. And the King of Wands doesn't have to be the masculine, it can be, but it also could be someone he's trying to keep out of his energy, right? Because he's reversed. The King of Wands reversed, you don't want that energy in your field. The block here, the King of Wands reversed could definitely be embarrassed here too. And that could be children embarrassing the divine masculine. Perhaps acting foolish in front of someone, they want to make a good impression to. The block here is the Two of Swords upright, knowing and floating on air. The Injustice or Libra reversed, detached from the Empress reversed, and kids, or twins coming together alone without an ill mother. Needing to clear blocks about smooth sailing, that everything will be easy. Of course, there's always things that come in. Self-love and change come up here. And destined to be rejected by the one. The Hermit with light on, there's no surprise there, with the new passion, growth, and creativity from embarrassed one in losing battle. The Two of Cups, like I said, is upright next to the Lovers upright, or that can be interpreted as the twin flames, depressed and guilty. So it's showing one is depressed, one is guilty. The depressed and guilty lovers out in the cold. No surprise with the Hermit's light upon it. The Two of Cups upright finding peace together, insecure and heartbroken, right? One insecure, one heartbroken. The Guides and divine marriage destined. The never-ending story of lovers released, out in the storm, but with each other. The King of Pentacles in a growth spurt, praying to the stars, and Hermit in the Mary Magdalene cave, the Knight of Cups exposing all, challenged by the secret passion of the twin flames floating on air, detoxing the other, the Hermit with light on, the Two of Cups insecure in separation of guidance, Hierophant, Taurus, or destined. At 12:03, which is the Hangman and the Empress, so hanging out with the Empress perhaps, the King of Pentacles and the Knight of Cups, who can be one and the same person, or could be two as well. Looking back in a growth spurt, from the Frog to the Prince, fully exposed and challenged by the secret passion and the detoxing of it. The Island unto self, the twin flame Hermit with light, and the other Hermit in the cave, floating together on a wing and a prayer, the Two of Cups without the tools, in heartbreak and separation, with guidance destined, or separation of Taurus and Libra here. So the main energy here, coming back up at 9:32 to 33, which is the journey, and then the Christ vibration of the unity consciousness, and the Hermits. The sun upright is the middle of the reed, exposing all, right? The sunshine, the flash of light coming in. The challenge being the secret passion and the secrets out, needing to use their intuition and their abilities to expand their abilities to detox and go within. The King of Pentacles and Knight of Cups being love and clearing the past, paying to clear the field. The Divine Feminine happy amongst the children and healing them, and the Divine Masculine finding emotional sovereignty, impervious to fools around him trying to get to him and giving up trying. Vulnerable to messages and high energy of kids perhaps, and the King of Wands reversed, lacking faith in him, could be an Aries reversed and or Leo or both, and lots of fire in their chart. And this could be someone very close to the masculine, a best friend, a brother, a cousin, a father, an uncle. Shadow work together to clear insecurities and heartbreak. Guidance destined, but now together. So yeah, really, really significant energies coming up here for you guys. So we're going to pull a card now. Where are we? 10. It was 105.51. 010551, and now 555. So ones and fives really significant today. So the Magician, the Hierophant, and then the King of Swords. And the Queen of Swords came up. So the Magician of Magician embodiment, the Hierophant of the change, right? The Hierophant is the 5 of change. The Magician as the feminine, everyone always thinks of the Magician as the masculine, but the Magician has been coming up as the feminine all week this week, that she is the one who shapes. The Hierophant is the 5 of change, and the Magician is the shaper, the one with the DNA strand, right? The magic wand. And then coming together as the 51, the King of Swords and the Queen of Swords, those with the light. And so for everybody watching, the best and highest good of all those concerned, what do we need to know? What do we need to learn? And let's clear all blockages from positive energy flow in all chakra layers, auric layers, grounding and galactic cords, across all dimensions of time, space, matter, and realities for the highest good of all those concerned, and fill any empty spaces with only beautiful divine love and diamond crystalline light. And so it is. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, so what is our takeaway from these two reads? They came right up. The bottom of the deck is financial constraints. So this is like feeling, whenever, it's always darkest before the dawn, number one. But number two, we're leaving Pisces going into Aquarius. And when there's a shifting of the guards, there's always a depletion there, right? Because then you're going into abundance. 13 is the transformation, the change of financial constraints. Let's see what's beneath that, all right? So there's been deceit as well with the Knight of Wands. So someone may have been taken financially as well. But remember that all is well every day, that things are about to change. The Knight of Wands is reversed in this read, which would indicate this kind of deceit energy when it's reversed. All right. So someone could be like a player energy, but it looks like it's financially oriented too. Maybe someone taking someone for everything they got, and that can definitely be in a divorce situation or literally a scam. And this could be to humble someone too, because after they felt very victorious, somebody might have been knocked down a notch. All right, and this could be someone victorious within the community, all right, or their community, or with their family or friends, victorious, and then getting knocked down to size, like being humbled. And prior to that is the Page of Cups, or the Metatron energy of the 6th chakra opening the 3rd eye. All right, so this could be the spiritual community, but also this is the innocence of the child, right, out of the mouths of babes. So this could be your own children waking you up, or just feeling victorious, right, with the star child, and then being humbled by it. That could be as well. So the cards that came out for you guys is the Door to Spirit, the purification, and then the blossoming abundance. So you see it's very much energy. It's not about people. The 32 of the journey and the journeyman. The journey is purifying, purification process, the transmutation, transformation, transcend, transmute, transform. And then the 3 of Gaia, right? So the planet's transforming into the 5D, and this is the journey, the blossoming abundance of heaven on earth, right? We're cleaning the earth. You see how there's a little bit of sparkle in the water here? Okay, so we're bringing in the new world here, heaven on earth. Just by opening the door and purifying the spirit. That's all you have to do. And love your nature, love your surroundings. And you notice there's no court cards in this read except for the King of Pentacles and the Knight of Cups, but they were both in the past. So going forward is just about, cleaning things out spiritually, detoxing, and then spending time in nature and just cleaning up nature, being good to it and talking to it, loving. And you notice here there's 3s in all 3 cards here. 13, 32, and 3. 3, 3, 3. And there's the Trinity and the Christ vibration. Again, the unity consciousness. Right? Feeling morally, emotionally, spiritually void. And all you have to do is just open a door to spirit. Okay? To cleanse out your wounds and enjoy nature. And you can just change things around immediately. 3, 3, 3. And this is like exactly death and rebirth, right? Because we have death of 13, and then the Empress is all about abundance and rebirth. But first, doing some clearing work. All right, let's see what Scooby has to say here. And the deceit card could just be about deceiving yourself, right? Because we all, as humans, are in deception of who we really are. Because of all the cloud that's been hanging over us our whole lives of wounds, the wounds not really being who we are, because all of us are our spirit, which is love. So when you want to defend yourself, you're defending your wound, you're not defending yourself. So that's why defense isn't needed. That's why self-responsibility is needed, to take responsibility for your wounds, knowing that no one did that to you. It was you wanting to expand in that experience and heal from it, to learn and grow. So taking responsibility for all your wounds and healing them, playing a game instead of making it so serious. The 9 of Pentacles, the sovereign, being sovereign and being proud of yourself for becoming sovereign, all of the clearing that you've done. Give yourself a pat on the back is what Spirit's saying. And especially when you're feeling off balance, the 4 of Swords, take a rest, take a break. You've done a great job, now take a break. Okay? This is that 7 of Swords, you're cheating yourself if you keep trying to push it. You need to take that break and have balance in your life. This is about coming clean, getting clean, purifying your space, or getting your act together. You need to be proud of yourself for the work that you've done and then take a break. Okay, we have double, again, they always keep bringing up 2 of the same card, which is representing so much the twins. But also like Fifi or Fi-Fi, Sophie, the Sophia energy. The 7 of Wands reversed, which is not expressing your authentic feelings, right? The 7 of Swords is coming clean after doing something sneaky or wrong, or that you deemed wrong. And then the 7 of Clubs, or Wands, is doing things under the radar. So these are both sneaky energies. That's really funny. Doing things under the radar and coming clean, but that can still be a sneaky energy too. Sneaky, sneaky. Don't try to sneak. You can't fool Mother Nature is what I'm getting. Be proud of yourself, take a break, and don't try to cheat and do more work, right? Because Mother always knows. The bottom of the deck is, again, the King of Wands, which he's reversed in the read here too. So here's the King of Wands, but he's reversed. He's been doing too much. He's trying to be everything to everyone. And this is where the fall comes in, because he has to come down off of that. He can't sustain that. It's not good for him, and it's a lie, because he's taking on too much for other people who should be taking it on themselves. All right, so that's a specific message for the masculine. And then let's pull from the Journey of Love. Let's see what comes up for you guys. There may be some wounds around smelling also coming up, smelling bad odors. All right, see what comes up. The breaking, 65, perfect, the King of Pentacles. And both reads were about the King of Pentacles. So we're definitely going to read that one. That's like all the, the vortex when it starts to collapse in on itself. How much chaos there is. The breaking. There's two more, let's see. Oh, I got to count cards, hold on. All right, a whole bunch of cards I got to count. There's two more cards that came out for you, and then we the bottom of the light field. 63, which is the Nine of Swords, the suffering and silence. Suffering and silence. Like it's very spiritual and yet tortured at the same time. And this is like the bridge, right? Standing in the middle of the bridge and not making a decision or just feeling stuck there. The torture in the light field. All right. So we have one card I showed you, two that need to be shown. I have to count these. Hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37. Beautiful. The King of Cups, which is unconditional love. And look what's at the bottom. The Enchanted Forest, the acceptance of the 55, the truth. And this is saying the Enchanted Forest is your truth, the divine connection. Okay, and there's a witness over here to it. So the unconditional love, and that's of self and others, after being in the light field and being stuck in the road, right, in the middle of the road. The breaking of you that needs to break apart in order to come back together again. And then the other two cards that came out, and that's for the King of Pentacles, which is the culmination of the court cards in the deck, the Angel of Jupiter Awakening, which is the 6 of the Lovers. And there's a very feminine energy here, just lying across the waters. And then we have the Yin Yang Lover of the 8, which is the dance between the masculine and the feminine. And you see her hair becomes the vortex. And you look, it's the same kind of looping around, just reflecting each other. Look at that. It literally is reflecting 8s. Very cool. Look at that. It's like 2 eyes. All right, so we have the breaking of you as the King of Pentacles, needing to go through this chaos, the humbling of oneself in order to come back to truth of yourself, the Lovers of the Angel of Jupiter Awakening, and then the Yin Yang Lover. And also 68 is that Page of Pentacles, the student. King of Pentacles, Page of Pentacles. Right? It's like the father and child, or the student and teacher. But this is very feminine energy. This is more about the masculine. And then here's feminine. And it's like you need 2 feminine to every masculine. It's like, because it's masculine, feminine on earth, and then the feminine energy from the divine to be that higher vibrational spirit energy. So I have to read this to you. And I've been getting that. I've gotten that many other times too, where it's more feminine than masculine. That's why the 2 X's and the Y and that kind of energy. All right, so 65. All right, you are breaking apart. You might not understand it at all. There's not so much to be understood, but the simplicity doesn't mean it is easy to endure. You may worry that you're going too far, but that you may not recover or ever come back together again. But what can you do? Can you hold back from the divine love that calls you, that lures you to becoming all that you are, to remembering your divine nature? Well, you could try, but for what purpose? Temporary rest before the storm is best. So take the rest if you need it, and then dive into the storm. Let yourself be brokenhearted by the divine so that you can become your truth, become all that you are meant to be. It is better to have the heart broken so that it grows than to be brokenhearted by thinking that you must protect yourself from love. This oracle brings compassionate guidance that no matter what sadness or anger, despair, or frustration you may feel, you're being pulled apart not by dark forces but by the loving embrace of the divine, as it strips you of that which would keep you from your divine realization. Let go and break. It is going to be the making of you. And the poem reads, Love. Love is a special closeness that sings from the heart, that warms my days and nights, that feels good, that makes me smile and makes me glad to be alive. All right, I'm going to read Angel of Jupiter Awakening 2, the Lovers, number 6. Okay, beloved, within you there's a magnificence, greatness, and the ability to live bolder, larger, and more exuberantly than you may have ever imagined. Awaken that keen spirit, hungry for adventure and new experience. The angel of Jupiter, the spirit of bold expansion and divine generosity, lives within you. Your spirit cannot be made small and must be free. Start now. Feel the endlessness of your own heart. What can be done today to live bigger? A smile, a yes to that offer of adventure, sharing vulnerability without fear, taking a step forward into the unknown, daring to imagine that the divine doesn't just happen to you, but happens through you, as you. Embrace the courage of your own open heart and dare to dream, beloved. The bold divine nature within you is calling you to great things. Now is your time to awaken. This oracle holds a message of guidance for you. You are being given an opportunity that can change your life. Don't hesitate to accept it. If you're acting with more assertiveness, more generosity, or more playfulness and more spiritual authority than usual, this is confirmation that this is coming from a genuine place within you. If you're experiencing some havoc in your life or a sense that things are changing, this oracle comes as affirmation. Yes, there is change, and yes, you're outgrowing what once was, so you will be prepared to receive that which is more suited for your next stage of growth. Awaken your arms, I wait to stop time, savoring each moment for an eternity. Like an angel, you light the room, your love giving life to the love I've held within. Unbridled and free, our dream unfolds, and we are forever changed. I'm going to read you Yin Yang Lover too. Yin Yang Lover, number 8. The force of attraction is stronger than your conscious control. There is no need to fight this inner genius. You can learn to speak its language instead. What is it that captures you, that pulls you close, that holds so much light for you? Why fight it? Don't step away from what you really love to grab hold of a second prize. Why not claim your first prize? It is there waiting for you. It is yours alone, beloved. No one else can claim your own divine birthright for you. Be yielding and let your desire fill your body, your heart, and your mind. You don't have to fight for what is already yours. It will come to you through the field of attraction that emanates from your own heart. It is not a question of worthiness or deservedness. It is not a question of trying to work out what you need or want. Your heart always knows. Listen. If you still can't hear, then just feel. You'll get the gist of it soon enough. This oracle has a message for you, no matter whether you seem to be heading closer to your goal or further away. You're making real spiritual progress, and what you want is the same thing that is wanting you. What you're seeking is seeking you. It's only a matter of time before you get it. The moment when to fill my heart again is measured not in time or sweet remorse, nor tears that wash away unbridled pain, or morning's light which sings its soft retort. Such love as slept through storm and winters long, no call could break the stillness's embrace, or hasten change before the season's song unfurls its melody and words so chaste. Empowered thus I found myself and myself compelled to cast aside emotions dormant still. My feelings spoke from depths, the answer welled. No need or past the emptiness to fill. At one our touch has opened hearts anew. Of patience born, there waits a love so true. And I'm going to leave it at that, at 1:24:41. Make sure you drink your water, get your rest, get your joy, get your nature, and rise and be loved, guys. Bye.